Oh, you all. Hello, it is Tiska Day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. I'll try to spit this out in one breath without babbling. So when it comes to The Simpsons, so there's Simpsons and other TV shows where there's quote unquote predictions. And I spoke on this previously, but I do want to say something again because it came up again. Oh, well, The Simpsons said that it's going to happen. It's something about a California fire or something about Trump and two or three other people with their hands on this, look like a glass ball or the big ball. What do you call that? The fortune teller ball. So according to the quote unquote Simpsons and quote unquote predictions, if I could just put my 2 cents in, and this is just me from the outside looking in, because more research needs to be done. But when it comes to quote unquote predictions is basically, and this is just without looking at the definition. So predictions is okay. You either get a vision, someone told you, or you know because you're the perpetrator. So basically, I can tell you what's going to happen tomorrow because maybe a demon told me. Some people say God told me, but that's a polite way of saying that a demon told you. So maybe a demon told me. Maybe it just came to me. I'm thinking like, hey, I got a feeling and something tell me something's going on, because that's called intuition. And then there's something called I know what the hell's going on because I'm probably going to be the one that's going to pull the trigger on whatever's going to happen tomorrow. So again, when it comes to giving predictions, oh, okay, 20, 30 years from now, Obama's going to fall down the stairs. Well, that's probably because it already happened, and we're just now privy to it. And if you allow me to explain it again in one breath, you know how now we look at the Oculus, and we look at AI, and we look at technology, and even the cell phone, and we're like, ooh, oh my gosh, ooh, that is cool. Oh my God, that's self-driving. If I can spit this out in one breath, that's only new to us. These things have already been around. We are just becoming privy to it. Even when it comes to shape-shifting, demons, skinwalkers, whatever you want to call them, those have been around for centuries. We are just now catching wind of it because I guess you could say our eyes are being opened, quote unquote. Even when it comes to the aliens, hell, we're aliens in a foreign land, and aliens that come here, they'll be considered. You see what I'm saying? All things or all beings in this universe are deemed aliens, whether here, there, or somewhere else. So all of this stuff has been around. I guess when it comes to the humans as you know them, we are delayed. I would say delayed at least a few centuries, or a few millenniums, really, because I don't even want to say delayed. We are so far behind to where literally all we know is working and paying bills. And if all we know is working and paying bills, to say the least, then we should know that there's no such thing as predictions or what the Simpsons told you, or you know what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun when it comes to us because we are delayed. We don't even know who we are, we don't even know what we're capable. You see what I'm saying? We are literally like the penny behind the fridge. Don't know what the hell's going on. Don't even know where we're at. So basically, I just wanted to say, because when I seen the Simpsons, they go all the way back to the 90s, and then I think they had one for 2002 where they had the whole Trump's hand and a few other people's hands, people in power that got their hands on this crystal ball. And then they also showed something about someone on motorcycles, and then there's California's on fire. Well, here's another thing too. California is known to be on fire, but they're not known to just be burned down overnight. And if I can get into a little bit of conspiracy with that, I'm thinking this is the whole tear down to rebuild. You see what I'm saying? Notice how they got rid of the insurance for a reason, because they don't want you to rebuild those homes. Those are basically being turned into quote unquote apartments. And I guess you can call those either, I guess if Elon Musk has anything to do with it, it'll be those tiny homes, or you can call them smart cities. But more than likely, Elon Musk will have something to do with it if it's technology or quote unquote smart technology. And I'm just thinking like, as I'm putting two and two together, I'm like, when it comes to humans, like we are so delayed and so uninformed to where anything coming from the media, that's whatever they want us to know. If the news is telling you watch out for aliens, that means they have something to do with it. Or if it's something where I'm telling you, oh hey, I predicted, or God told me that tomorrow's ABC, again, either I have something to do with it. I can tell you what the hell is going to happen tomorrow, because again, I'm going to be the one to pull the trigger tomorrow. Or I can tell you what's going to happen tomorrow because it's already happened, and we are just now getting the memo. You know, there is a such thing as what did they call that? Is it time jumping or something? I don't know the name of it, but you can either you could do this through technology or through telekinesis, if you will. And like I say, I don't know if there's a connection between the brain and technology, because I guess at the end of the day we all are electric. But like I say, we don't know our bodies. We don't even probably know that we are actually electricity and water. Maybe we do, but I'm thinking too. Also, the aliens are coming out now, quote unquote, because. And again, that could be distraction, or that could be something where they're coming out and maybe they lost control of it, over it. Maybe that's why they're saying, okay, hey, there's aliens are among us. Even like they just came out. Like aliens literally just got to town. Like hell, you and I are aliens. Whether here, there, or anywhere, you know. So it's like one of those things. Like damn, it's like we are really just that. It's like literally, it's like telling you, it's like you're telling me. Just tell them they're bumblebees. You know, it's like they could just tell us anything. We just take it and run. Oh, well, the Simpsons said this, and that. Okay, well, here's the thing. The Simpsons can tell you what the hell has happened. But how many times has the Simpsons told you, okay, well, since this is going to happen tomorrow, get out the way, or pray 3 times a day, or wear blue. And then also, too, blue is very significant. Now, I don't know if this is blue as far as high energy. Okay, if you have a high energy, it's blue. Now, I don't want to get the colors wrong, because when it comes to like coordinations or matching, connecting the dots, sometimes I get that wrong, but and I could be wrong, so please correct me if I'm wrong. But if there's a saying, or there's something about blue, the color blue being in high frequency. Like basically, if you're in high frequency, that's some level of protection when it comes to certain attacks. So I say that because when it's said to, okay, consume blue or make your energy blue, then therefore you will be immune to all of the man-made tricks, traps, and weaponry, so to speak, or the attacks. And I say that because there was a patented weapon. I think it's called, what is it? Direct climate or direct something attacks. So basically, it's a weapon that whenever it attacks, everything will be destroyed except this particular color, blue. And I don't know if it's go for any blue, whatever, maybe it's a armor blue, whatever it is. It burned through every color except blue. And again, I would have to do more research, but it's all a connection, because at the end of the day, it is technology. Technology is being used at the end of the day. We're being poisoned through technology. We are being indoctrinated through technology, and virtually we are being destroyed through technology. So everything it boils down to technology. And so I'm thinking this is where the discernment, this is where research, you got to do your own home. You don't believe what the hell the Simpsons or the news tell you. Do your own damn research, because they're only going to tell you what they want you to know, or they're only going to, and if they do give you that information, you better believe it's delayed. Just like when we were getting those alerts, oh, evacuate or watch out for the fire, we got those maybe 3 or 4 days late. So waiting on those damn alerts that's supposed to blow through the phone, we would already be in trouble. Already got the lung damage, because again, by the time the alerts get to us, it's already too late. So we can't really rely on this technology or even media, because more than likely they're going to lead you astray, because that's the whole point of media and even technology, if you allow it to abuse it. Yeah, so I just found that really interesting as I'm sitting here, and I try not to dwell on things too much, especially if I already know the obvious, or if it becomes, oh, well, that is conspiracy art, or are you trying to say something is a machine or something is coming to get me, and it repels blue, or basically it attacks everything but blue. But like I said, we have to do our research. I'll do more research, because like I said, I like to understand what's going on. I like to go beyond common sense or intuition, or even what I see. Literally, I can only go based off of experience. Okay, I know this because I'm looking at it, or I know this because I heard it, or I felt it, or whatever it happens, feeling. I still like to be 1000% sure. And with this, it will just kind of, if you literally connect all of the dots, to me, it's clear that this is a setup. But for some people, they might need a little bit more. It's like one of those things where I can punch you in the nose and you just still won't believe what's going on. You know, so it's like you have the canceled insurance, and that's another thing. I don't know if it's all what's canceled, if it's canceled just for the everyday on the ground people, or if it was just for the celebrities, because some celebrities, they may have lost their homes, but I'm sure they can get that replaced because they have the funds to replace it, versus the regular everyday people. Once it's gone, because there's no insurance to replace it, and then there is no rebuilding. Like I say, when they're talking about rebuilding, they're talking about rebuilding these these clusters of apartments. They're not saying, okay, how can we get your house back, or anyone who needs a new home, apply for this. No. Now, they may have loans here or there, but I don't think it's loans to say, hey, can we have Pasadena back? Can we have Altadena back? Can we have Malibu back? Can we have, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking once it's gone, because that's the whole point of the insurance leaving. Because they're like, I'm not paying for this. Somebody got to pay for it. You know the government's not going to pay for this, right? Yeah, so as I'm thinking, I'm like, so that's clearly a setup. And then the water's conveniently off when I need it. And then conveniently, when we do rebuild, we're talking about apartments. We're talking about rebuilding what was here, or what, you know, what we can, as far as, what's the closest that we can rebuild, as far as, you know, it's probably not going to be exactly the same, but it's still going to be a neighborhood, but it's going to be totally different. When they rebuild, it's not going to be your neighborhood. It's not going to be your regular old Malibu. This is going to be apartments, if you will. And I don't want to call them tiny homes or smart cities, because, I mean, they didn't really say that, but they did say, oh, hey, this is going to be apartments, quote unquote. So I just found that interesting. So anytime you get someone who said that, they prophesied, or they had a prediction, like I say, more than likely that's it's demonic. And I say it's demonic, and I don't want to say totally demonic, but it is demonic, because again, if I am in bed with the Simpsons and I tell you that the Simpsons told me to tell you that tomorrow ABC, you better believe we are communicating with demons. The Simpsons know what the hell's going on because they are privy to certain information. And again, they probably can tell you what the hell is going to happen 20, 30 years from now, is because they have the damn calendar for when things are to happen. And I don't know the name of this calendar, and I don't know the name of this particular rap sheet or cards, but basically there's a time and date for everything. Okay, June 12th, ABC will happen. December 25th. Not only is it Christmas, but that's where we're gonna do another sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Every day there's something on the menu every day, you know. And I'm thinking it's all about keeping up with the program. Even now, what's happening, I don't want to get into politics and say, oh, this is a Democratic attack. But everything that's going on, like even with the fire department is Democratic ways, if you will. Democratic ways. Well, California is Democratic, so I guess we can do the math on that. But it's just certain stuff. If you see like who they put at the forefront, and then what they're doing, and then the complicity or the acting incompetent or we're hopeless, that's a Democratic way of doing things. You just have, well, we don't know what to do, but then yet you still want to be in power, but you have no power and no control over the situation. You see what I'm saying? That's what Democrats do. They play dumb while they destroy the place. And again, I don't want to just say, oh, it was the Democrats, and I don't want to do that. But I'm only stating the obvious on what I'm seeing, as far as what's obvious to me. And again, what I see, other people probably won't see, because I probably think, oh no, that's just an apple. And I'm thinking like, no, that's actually this. You know, I can probably really break down the true science of everything. But yeah, what I really can't say though, just as far as the whole prediction thing, more than likely that's it's a demonic, some type of demonic connection or communication that's updating them on what the hell's happening. Because again, I know what the hell's going to happen because I am the perpetrator. I can tell you what the hell's going to happen tomorrow because I'm going to be the one to pull the trigger, or because I'm privy to that information because that's a part of the damn plan. Or again, it already happened. We are just delayed. You see what I'm saying? Because again, everything is set for a certain time. And then here's one more thing before I stop. Most of these tragedies, and I don't want to say all, but definitely most of these tragedies are man-made. And you know that they're man-made because it never seems to hit the people who needs it. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, if there's a fire, oh, everyone on the ground will be burned, but the people at the top, or management, or government, or your biggest serious, your biggest problem, they don't seem to be touched. Even now with this old California fire, with all of these luxury homes and this, you know, these well-to-do sides of towns are being burned down or affected. Those people are actually fine. I don't think no one in the Hollywood Hills, I don't think no one died. Okay, yeah, your house may burn, but like I say, again, that can be replaced. So, you see what I'm saying? Notice how people in high places don't tend to be touched. And that's also by design. Again, if there's a flood or a fire, more than likely it's going to get the everyday people. It's not going to get the demons at the top, if you will. You know, or the ones with money, or the ones calling the shots, or the ones who actually have connections to demons, to actually even give them this information, or to give them the tools to do what they're doing. You know? So we do have to understand we are living in some demonic times. We are not amongst angels and gods. We are amongst demons and sorcerers and etc. So that means you're going to get a lot of destruction. And if they're coming for you, that means I'm coming to destroy you. I'm not here to help you. So we need to understand that as well. So that's why I say most of these attacks are man-made, because that's part of their plan. Yeah, so again, all right, I hope all are well, hope all are safe. Hopefully I spit everything out in one walk. Yeah, but hopefully, yeah, just keep your eyes open. And it's like, just do your due diligence and do your research on any information that comes through you. Even if it's through The Simpsons. Oh, they say this, and that happened. Do the research. Actually, really watch it. When they give you these quote-unquote predictions, how are they giving it to you? Are they saying it in a way like, okay, hey, I know something that you don't know, or I'm just going to give you a heads up, or I'm just saying it as a joke? Whatever it is, it's like, okay, I could tell you, oh, okay, well, tomorrow's going to be this, and that. I guess maybe if I do let you know, that is a heads up. But again, where are the solutions? If the place is going to be on fire, I mean, it is good to know, okay, the place is going to be on fire at 5, but where's the prediction to stop it, though? You know, there's nothing to ever stop what's going on. If I know what the hell's going to happen tomorrow, who's going out their way to stop it? Nobody, because it's on the menu to happen. Because again, it's either I'm going to do the perpetrating tomorrow, or it had already happened. And we're going to catch news of it tomorrow. That makes sense. Anyway, be well, be safe.